For years, Abby and Brittany Hensel, the conjoined twins, lived their lives under a microscope. The world admired their bond, but also speculated about their personal lives. One rumor that never seemed to die was the idea that one of the twins might get married. This topic stirred curiosity and debate, and in 2021 it gained momentum. A wedding photo shared by Joshua Bowling, a U.S. Army veteran, revealed Abby in a wedding dress with her sister Brittany by her side. It was a moment meant to be private, but became public. The internet buzzed with questions and theories, demanding answers about how this could work. The twins, who had carefully guarded their personal boundaries, now found themselves in a situation they never wanted to address. A mother's unexpected confession. The truth about Abby's marriage came not from the twins, but from their mother, Patty. In 2024, she confirmed what many had speculated. Abby had married Joshua in a private ceremony in 2021. For Patty, acknowledging this truth was not a joyous occasion. It came with a heavy heart, knowing it would change things with her daughters forever. While she had always supported Abby and Brittany's privacy, the pressure to publicly acknowledge the truth eventually became too much. This revelation, though seemingly harmless to the public, struck at the heart of the twins' carefully built boundaries. It was a moment of vulnerability that exposed them in a way they had not prepared for, and it caused a rift between them and their mother. The twins' struggle with privacy. Abby and Brittany had always been fiercely protective of their privacy. Growing up in a world that constantly stared at them, they learned early on how to shield their personal lives. They were used to questions about their bodies, their future, and their autonomy, but they fought to maintain control over what was shared. Their childhood was filled with documentaries and intrusive interviews, leaving little space for them to just exist as individuals. As adults, they made a pact to protect their personal space, especially when it came to intimate matters like relationships and marriage. Abby's quiet decision to marry Joshua was meant to be a personal milestone, not a public spectacle. But once their mother confirmed the truth, it shattered the delicate balance they had worked so hard to maintain. A mother's regret, Patty's confession about Abby's marriage was not intended to hurt her daughters, but it did. After years of protecting their privacy, the twins felt exposed. It wasn't the confirmation of the marriage itself that caused the rift, it was the breach of trust. For Abby and Brittany, keeping their lives private had always been a way to shield themselves from the harsh realities of public scrutiny. They had learned to manage their lives together, making joint decisions and creating a partnership that worked for them. When Patty confirmed the marriage publicly, it felt like a betrayal of the very boundaries they had set. In her defense, Patty never meant to undermine them, but the damage had been done, and the emotional distance between them grew. A new chapter, Abby's marriage. Abby's marriage to Joshua was more than just a union of two people. It was a testament to the strength of Abby and Brittany's bond. From the outside, it seemed like an unconventional situation, but inside, it made perfect sense. Abby had found love, and Brittany, as always, was there by her side. It was a partnership that went beyond societal expectations. Joshua understood the unique nature of their relationship and embraced it fully. He wasn't just marrying Abby, he was also acknowledging the importance of Brittany in their lives. While the world questioned the logistics of it all, Abby and Brittany knew their reality better than anyone else. They had always supported each other, and nothing about Abby's marriage changed that. It was simply a new chapter in their shared journey. The strain of constant scrutiny, living under constant scrutiny, had already taken its toll on the twins. From the moment they were born, the world viewed them as a curiosity rather than individuals. They were often the subject of medical studies and sensationalized headlines, which left them feeling like their lives were not their own. Even as they grew older, the world's fascination only intensified. They went to school, pursued careers, and built families, but their personal milestones were always met with questions. When Abby married Joshua, the media turned their attention to every detail of the marriage, asking invasive questions about how it worked and what it meant. For Abby and Brittany, this was the final straw. They had worked so hard to live a life that was normal, and the attention around their marriage made that nearly impossible. The twins' resilience and boundaries. Despite the challenges, Abby and Brittany maintained a remarkable resilience. They'd grown up learning how to navigate the world together, building trust and a shared understanding that few could comprehend. Their journey through life had never been easy, but they had always supported each other. As adults, they chose careers in education, where they could make a difference and teach children about empathy and understanding. They wanted to show their students that differences are not to be feared, but embraced. While their teaching career brought them some peace, it also meant that their private lives were once again under the public's gaze. But the twins were determined to stay true to themselves. They drew a clear line when it came to their privacy, and they weren't willing to let anyone, no matter how close, cross it. The emotional toll of public life. While Abby and Brittany became symbols of strength and unity, their personal lives were far more complicated. Their bond with each other was unbreakable, but the emotional toll of constantly being under public scrutiny was real. They had spent years cultivating a sense of normalcy in their lives, but the relentless questions about their shared body and their relationships took a heavy toll. When their mother publicly confirmed Abby's marriage, it felt like one more violation of their boundaries. They were no longer just dealing with public curiosity. They were facing a deep emotional strain within their own family. The pressure from the outside world, combined with the tension at home, left them feeling more isolated than ever. Yet, through it all, their relationship with each other remained their greatest source of strength. Moving forward, despite the emotional distance, Abby and Brittany continue to live their lives with strength and unity. They have built careers in education and continue to inspire others with their resilience and grace. Their bond remains unshakable, and their commitment to protecting their privacy is stronger than ever. The future may be uncertain, and questions about their lives will continue, but the twins have learned one important lesson. They don't owe the world anything. They are not public property, and they have the right to live their lives on their own terms. The road ahead may be difficult, but as long as they have each other, they know they can face whatever comes next. The legacy of Abby and Brittany Hensel. Abby and Brittany's story is not just about conjoined twins. It is about love, trust, and the complexity of human relationships. It is about navigating the world's expectations while staying true to yourself. While the world may continue to ask questions, the twins have shown that their bond is something that cannot be broken by speculation or the opinions of others. Their legacy will not be defined by the headlines, but by the way they live their lives, with dignity, strength, and unwavering unity. They have proven that no matter the challenges, the most important thing is to stay true to yourself and those you love.